She's got the best jokes.
Yeah, I like jokes for sure. So I guess we're live. I'm gonna start like saying some stuff in Spanish.
Okay.
And are you ready to do this in Spanish, or you wanna do this in
Hell
English?
no.
English, please.
Okay. ¿Qué
I
onda,
wish-
Next
pandilla?
time, maybe next time.
Yeah.
Maybe next time. ¿Qué onda, pandilla? Bienvenidos a Conversaciones de Altura. Esta es edición Pagoto. Pagoto? How you say?
Pagoto.
Pagoto. Is this Italian?
It's Greek.
Okay, Pagoto. Bienvenidas. Thank you so much for doing the podcast Conversaciones de Altura. So
Thank
we're
you.
gonna
Thank
do
you.
this in English, no translation for you. I'm
Lo
sorry, but-
siento.
if I translate while we speak, it's gonna cut off the flow of the conversation, right? So welcome, thank you so much for coming to the podcast in kind of short notice. But I'm really happy that you're here. I'm a big fan of the band. I listened to the album like a couple of times now. I have shared it with friends. All my friends love it, so it's really a pleasure having you here.
Thank you.
We're so excited.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yes, so just I'm trying to yes the cameras. So you're from LA.
Mhm.
Is this your first time in Mexico City?
Not mine.
Oh yeah, you played with LA Witch before, right?
Yeah, and with Las Cruces. So I've been here a bunch.
Really?
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah, I love it. I haven't been back for maybe like 5 or 7 years or something like that, but yeah.
Really? And when was the last time you played at like the venue?
I don't know. I know it was,
It was before COVID.
pre-COVID,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So what about you? Is this your first time here?
My first time in Mexico City. Yeah. I've been to TJ, but I haven't been all the way down here.
Well, TJ, I mean, of course it is Mexico, but
It's
It's
like
different,
California
right?
a little bit still. Yeah. I've never been this far, so it's great to be here with my best friend.
that's
Yeah.
so sweet.
It's so fun.
So what about TJ? You like it's crazy. It's funny enough, but I've never been to Tijuana.
Really?
Yeah, never. Like I passed through because of the flights are cheaper to
Uh-huh.
fly to Tijuana.
Right,
It's
yeah,
just-
yeah.
you Just cross the border, but not really. Like I haven't really visited the city. I hear it's crazy.
It is. Yeah, it's fun. Yeah.
The tacos, man.
Yeah.
Walking from the bar out to get street food is so fun. There's just people everywhere, and everyone's having a good time.
Yes, I recently saw a photo of Mike Tyson in Tijuana because of some medical reason, and it was funny because he was like on the streets just like chilling.
Yeah.
So, like you walk around. Oh,
That's
there's
cool.
Mike Tyson there.
That's so funny.
That's really
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think, I mean, you probably know this. It's way cheaper to do medical stuff here in Mexico, especially like dental stuff.
Oh, really?
Yes,
Yeah.
I have good friends from LA. They were on the show recently in December because they sold their house or they're selling their house because of Trump. They really did that. If Trump wins, I'm out. So
Wow.
They did that. So they came to Mexico City to see like what's happening, and
We just met another guy who did that.
San Francisco. It's
Yeah.
pretty cool to have that freedom to make that choice to do that. A lot of people don't have that. So
yeah,
that's
I know.
We
Look at
ran
that.
into him at a coffee shop here.
In Mexico City.
Yeah, he was
And
like,
Coyucan.
he was
Yeah.
like, "Are you guys speaking English?" We're like, "Yeah." He's like, "You guys sound American." And then he's like, "I just moved here with my dog. His dog's name was Iggy, right?"
Yeah, his dog's
That's
name was
cute.
Iggy, and we were on this patio, and he's lived in San Francisco. I mean, he's American, but his parents are from here, and he's.
I think they're from Guadalajara.
Yeah,
yeah.
He's been coming here his whole life, but he left. He said he left a beautiful, rent-controlled apartment with insane views that he's lived in for 18 years in SF
Oh wow.
to come here. Yeah.
Yeah, my friends, I think they're gonna move. They decided to move to close to California because they have like a rehearsal space in LA. It's called. You probably been there or seen it. It's called East side rehearsal.
I have a space there.
Oh, yeah. We used to
We used to have a
practice
space there, yeah.
Yes, well, Tony and Meg are really good friends of
No
mine.
way. Well, we
Yes.
probably seen them at some point. We were there for a couple years.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes. So that's why they are able to do that, like sell the house and have like a business there.
Wow.
Yes, it's interesting, like how things have changed. I love LA. I haven't been in LA like over 11 years or so. But yeah, I think LA is one of my favorite cities now.
Mm-hmm.
Probably it has changed a lot.
We love it.
Did you say East Side rehearsals? Okay, yeah, that's where we used to practice.
Yeah.
Okay, I was
For a couple
thinking
years.
7th Street for a second. But yeah, East Side rehearsals. I love that spot. It used to be right around the corner from my old apartment.
Oh, really?
Yeah, in Boyle Heights, right?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's so funny. Oh, shout out. I love them.
Yeah, they're probably like if I send a picture of you, they're like, oh,
We've posted them before, actually, I think. Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I always send my friends there from LA, and they're like, hey, you have to go to that place. And I also have a friend. I'm sorry if I'm like talking about.
No, we love this.
personal stuff. I have a friend in LA, Calixto. He works at this place. It's a cantina, like the famous cantina in Los Angeles.
What's it called?
La Cita.
Oh,
we love La Cita.
I love La Cita. I played there too.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, you go there.
Yes.
He just recently, or his wife rather, had a baby. So I'm not sure how often he's gonna work there. But yeah, next time you go there, ask for Calixto.
Okay.
Oh.
Let me know.
We know a couple people that work there, so we will be definitely going there.
Yeah,
It's
that's
so
a-
fun.
yeah, that's
It's
a
so
good-
fun. I love that bar.
I love the back patio, that tiny bar
Yes,
they have
yes,
there in the
yes.
back. Yeah, it's
And
nice.
they have the margarita Sunday or something. Or
Mhm.
not margarita.
Yeah, yeah. I've been there. Have you been to
I
that?
drink micheladas there.
Yeah.
Yeah, with like they put everything on this drink, like shrimp and tamarindo and salsa and everything.
So
Yeah,
good.
Great times, LA. It's great time. I also like. Yeah, this is the last thing I'll say about LA. In Los Feliz, there's a taqueria. I think
Which
it's
one?
called the best tacos of LA or something.
Really?
No, the best tacos of Ensenada.
Yes, it's like on Hillhurst or Vermont or
Yes,
something.
yes,
Yeah.
probably like on the hill.
I know that spot. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I'm happy that I can.
Yeah.
That I can talk to someone about.
That's rad.
LA stuff. But anyway, so you're doing a tour in Mexico. How's it been so far?
Fucking awesome.
It's been so fun. Yeah.
Yes.
We've had the best fucking
Yeah.
time.
And our friends, Montez, just met up with us. So, like, we played like 2 or 3 shows with them so far.
We played 2 shows with them so far, and then our next 3 shows are with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you met them before coming here, or you met them here in Mexico?
We met them at the second show, which was out of town. Where was that? I'm so bad at remembering stuff.
But
I'm
like when
sorry.
we first met them,
Yes, yes.
we met them years ago in
okay.
Texas. Our friend Michelle Moss hooked us up. She booked a tour for us, and we met them then. So
Okay.
probably like 2021 or 2.
Yeah, we met them in Austin because they're from Austin, Texas.
Okay, yeah, because I was doing some research and I read that you have played a lot in Austin. But is it
Yeah.
just because,
Because they like rock and roll.
yeah.
Well, mostly because of Michelle Moss.
Because of Michelle. Yeah, no,
she,
absolutely 100% because of Michelle.
yeah, she was booking us there like once a year for 3 years, and then we became really good friends with Montez, and then they booked like a whole Texas tour with us. So, so now they get to come to Mexico. With
They're
us.
our brothers, man. Yeah.
Texas is also a weird, fascinating place. I've been lucky enough to travel the States. I know I've been to more states in the U.S. than in Mexico.
Whoa.
I'll tell you the story later, but yeah, Austin is one of my favorite cities as well. Like did you get to go to the old Emos?
Emos?
Emos, you don't know that venue?
I don't think so.
Emos
I haven't
is
been there.
like a legendary venue in Austin, but like even Fugazi played there.
That's so cool.
Like I think Refuse.
I feel like I've heard of it, but I don't know.
It sounds familiar.
Watch, I've played there.
You
Like,
probably played there.
I think they changed the
She probably has.
location.
okay.
But if you get to go to Austin, you probably will. feel. Go there. It's a fascinating place. But anyway, so that's the connection to Austin because just playing there.
Yeah, I mean, I think. Well, my other bands played there a bunch, so I just have a lot of friends out there, and that's kind of how I got to know Michelle, and then Michelle has been like one of our biggest supporters. So yeah.
Michelle's she's really helped us out a lot. Yeah.
Is it easier to? I guess it is easier to have like a booking agent, right?
So much easier.
Yeah. Yeah. That would definitely be.
If
easier.
anybody wants to help us out.
Yeah, who wants to be our booking agent? We will do whatever you want.
Yeah, because
Not
I mean,
whatever.
Yeah.
We will play. We will play. We will play and play and play.
But did you start the band with a like DIY mindset? Is that?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
That's really a lot of her individual personal style is, Ellie's a beautiful seamstress and she creates the coolest shit. She's just got like this creative heart. And
Thank you.
It just comes out of her.
That's really sweet.
Yeah.
I'm red now.
It's true though. It's true.
That's really
We
sweet.
kind of have that aesthetic. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to talk about the aesthetic a bit later, but I like. So is Pagoto like a post or pandemic band? If that makes any sense.
I would say, yeah, we started a little bit before the pandemic, like
So
the
we-
end of 2019.
We got together in the beginning of 2019 with another person, and we were like, hey, let's like start a band. And we did a couple practices. We were like fooling around, and it just kind of like fizzled towards the end of 2019. We didn't really
Yeah.
like have a band or songs. We were just like fucking around in the studio. And then that's kind of because Ellie and I used to play in a band together back in 2011.
Oh,
And
wow.
so
What band,
2019,
sorry?
it was kind of it was a band, but
It was called Lunch Money.
it's called Lunch
It
Money.
was like a little punk band.
Yeah, we were,
That's a great name.
yeah.
Yeah, it was fun.
It was a lot of fun. But then, she's been working really hard in her other band and yeah, she was gone. I was working at home and then 2019 we reconnected and towards the end of the year though, that's when we were like, you know what? We want to be a two-piece. We don't want to be a three-piece. We don't
Well, also Andy was kind of busy with his other
he was
projects.
busy with
So.
his other projects too, yeah.
And then we didn't really do anything for a couple months, and then it was COVID, and we were kind of like, let's just jam again. Like, let's just
Well, I
do
didn't have a job.
something.
She didn't have a job. We couldn't work. Like LA was completely shut down. Like we were laid off from our jobs, and so we were like, "Fuck it." So she moved into my house,
Let's start rehearsing.
and we were just like,
Yeah, we're like,
working on
let's
shit
just
every
like
day.
live together and write a bunch of shit and just work on shit every day. Cause what else? Oh, sorry. Are we not allowed to cuss?
I'm sorry.
so
I keep-
sorry.
No, you are. There's no censorship.
Sorry, mom.
My mom's like, "Yes."
Fuck yeah. Yeah, of course. You can say whatever. We don't judge here.
Okay.
Thank you.
We're not judgmental. So yeah, it's interesting, and I would like to hear your opinion on how it is to play with your best friend, because having a band, I mean, I'm not saying anything new, but having a band is like being married.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like being married. It's really cool because we can kind of talk about anything. Like if we get in a fight, we kind of know when to walk away and when to come back together. We're both pretty strong opinionated on like how things look sometimes, I think, right? And so like the font took us forever to figure out.
Really?
Yeah.
And it's so simple. But
It's so simple, and you would think aesthetically we'd kind of be more similar, but we did not agree on any fonts.
we didn't.
And then we found Caveman.
So that's the reason why it took so long, because yeah, I like it. No, I don't like it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Or like ping pong.
but we're also good at knowing like, okay, you're pretty open on these things, so I'll be a little bit more direct on that, and then like I'm more open on something,
Yeah.
so she'll be more direct on those things, you
We're
know?
both really good at accommodating each other and making little,
Sacrifices.
Yeah. Yes.
Mhm.
Exactly. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, communication. There was a book that I haven't read, but a friend recommended me. She said that this book is about if we could really express how we feel and have better communication skills, the world would be pretty much perfect.
Everything is about communication.
Mm-hmm.
It really is. Like a lot, like body language, the way you say something, the way you, I don't know, do something. It's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
yeah. And when you really know someone, you know when they're mad and they're kind of like throwing little things out. And
Mhm.
Yeah, it's interesting because, like I said before, I was recently on a kind of like a tour. We did like 2 weekends, 2 separate weekends, so 6 days. And I traveled with friends that I haven't traveled before. And at first, it took me some time to kind of like figure out how they really are.
mm-hmm.
And once I figure out, it's like, okay, he's like that, so I'm gonna allow him to be like that, even if that doesn't really resonates with me. I don't know,
Right.
That's the coolest thing you could do for somebody.
right?
Yes, yes, that's amazing. That's
So-
what we have to do for each other. I love that. I love that you just said that.
But it's hard to get to that point because your ego is involved.
That's the
Mhm.
ultimate kindness.
You think?
I think so. Letting someone be who they are and accepting them for who they are.
Yes, of
Yeah.
course. Yeah, I mean, it's either you accept them the like what 100% the way they are, or not. You know what I mean?
It makes it easier for
That's-
everybody
yeah.
involved.
Yeah.
You know, that's love, that's kindness. I love that.
And with bands, I guess. I guess when it comes to a point where a band becomes a business, you kind of have to be more like that, or I don't know. I'm curious about like how I haven't played in a band in a long time, so whenever I get to talk to a band that tours, especially like at the piece, I'm like, how do they get along? I mean, like I know I can tell that you get along really well, but like when you disagree on something on tour, you know, like you know what I mean. What I'm trying to say is like how you deal with that. Like, okay, now we don't talk until everything is like cooled down.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You like
We haven't really, I mean, we've had some things here and there, but like she even touched on it earlier where she said we're really good at knowing when, if we've upset the other and how to kind of like not walk away from that moment, but give the other one space. We're both really good at apologizing too.
oh,
you
that's
know,
very important.
Yeah.
And I will say it to her. I will straight up say like, dude, I'm fucking sorry.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
are you okay? You know, I think acknowledging how the other one is feeling is really important. you
No,
know?
for sure, and I'm happy to see that
Yeah.
there's still hope in.
I could never just be like mad at her forever though. Like it just wouldn't happen. Like she's
Oh, good.
I couldn't, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
And we're both really forgiving too, you know.
Yeah, that's the thing is like you can be somebody who's genuine in apologies, but the other person has to accept it too, you know. And I think that's where a lot of relationships can go wrong as well.
Yeah, because sometimes it's like, okay, yeah, I forgive you, but you don't really forgive that
Mhm.
person. It's like really forgiving that person. Yeah, it's interesting. I like to have this type of conversation with musicians because I do plan to have like a band, and I get to learn like how the dynamics work in
Mhm.
bands, you know. So I guess we'll jump into because it has to do with this. How when you write music, how does it work, especially when it's a two-piece band? Like, do you come up with riffs and then show it to her? Do you prefer to jam and see what happens? Because I
We do both.
have friends that
Yeah.
don't like to jam. And
There's a
that's
lot of
not
people who
bad.
don't like to jam.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like my friend Octopool.
Octopoop?
Octopool.
Oh.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's
we
a
were
cute
on tour,
name.
And he's like, no, fuck it, I don't like to jam.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what? Jamming is the best.
I don't like to jam with anybody else. I
Really?
hate it. Yeah, I don't just like people are like play a song and I'm like no.
Like, yeah.
It can
well,
be
I
awkward.
like structure. I like order. I kind of like to know where I'm going and what I'm doing. I only jam with. I love doing it with her.
I think I can't have a good opinion on it as a drummer because, like, when you're jamming, you're not following someone's, like, chord progression. You're just playing drums.
Yes.
So maybe I don't have the best opinion on it because I'm like, it's just jamming.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, yeah, as a drummer, yeah, like you don't. It's more well, even if, when you play guitar or bass or another instrument, it's more of a feeling.
Mm-hmm.
When you jam, it's like it's interesting because I was talking to a friend about this. It's like you can jam and you communicate with this person emotionally.
Yeah.
Right. It is it can be intimate, I guess.
We've had a
yeah.
few things that we've worked on like that. We'll do that. We
Yeah.
do that together really well. But also a lot of times there's an idea too.
Yeah.
And it's like, let's work this out. But we really like to work things out together.
Yes.
It's never like she writes a part or I write a part and we're like, this is the part. No questions. Like this, it's never like that.
Yeah,
It's
we
like-
try to be pretty open or like,
Yeah.
can you play it more like this? Or like, can you.
Or I have this idea, let's try this. What if we did it this way?
And it's
know.
the other cool thing too is like, I don't know, because I play bass in some of the songs, and then like sometimes we have like random octopad things going on, and it's never like, okay, this is like I'm just on drums and she's just on guitar, like, or she has to sing in every
We both
song.
have
Like it's
multiple
always
jobs,
it's always
Yeah.
open. Like, what do you want to do on this? What do you feel? What do you think? You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you just touch about playing bass. So in the album, there's like a real bass.
There's one real bass
On the last
in
song
one
on the
song.
record.
Okay, so
Shout out to Royal.
shout out
It's
Royal.
called Ancestor.
Yeah.
It's one of Ellie's, her uncle.
So in the rest of the album, is it like an octave? How you say octave?
Octopad.
Octopad.
Yeah.
That's the pedal.
It's like
It's a trigger pad.
it's a trigger pad. Yeah, it's got like I don't even know.
presets. It's got a bunch of like presets. So it's got like you hit it, with the sticks or your fist, whatever.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
I know the pad. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought because you saw Viejos, right? And
Yeah.
but my friend Jordi, he uses like an octave or octaver. I don't know how to.
Yeah.
But that's like a real guitar pedal.
He uses that on his guitar. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
He's so sick.
Yes.
They're so rad.
I think it's the same with Javi from Terror Cósmico. I'm not sure how he does it live because
Well, because nobody knows because they have a screen in front of them.
well, but that's new.
Oh, it is.
Yes.
It's pretty cool.
It's so
Yeah.
cool.
yes, that's
They're really good. Yeah,
We love that band.
oh yeah.
their
yeah.
drummer's so tasteful. I'm
Nico.
so jealous.
Yes, that's like their new tour. They're touring like that, like the visuals, and then they're playing behind. But or actually, if I'm not mistaken, that might have been the first time they do that.
Are you serious?
Yes, because I know that. I mean, they have played with visuals before, but they have it behind.
Oh, okay.
So they had. I think they said they had 2 or 3 projectors going because there was one behind and one in front.
That's
I
right.
swear
Yeah, they had
there were
multiple.
3, though. I don't know where the third one was.
Okay, I should ask them because I like I said I missed that show. But if I was in town, I definitely would have been there.
That's cool.
But going back to the album, like I said at the beginning of the interview, I really love it. It blew me away the sound of it and how refreshing it sounds because I'm a metalhead. Like I grew up listening to Slayer and
That's awesome.
Pantera, Sepultura, and then some hardcore. And I mean, I also listen to other stuff, but that's like my main thing. So lately, I haven't really been in touch with heavy music because I might be a little bit picky. It sounds too like everything sounds very formulaic and very like the same, like the same type of amps. Everybody wants to play the EVH 5150, and,
Yeah.
and like in front they have the green pedal. It's the same. To each its own. But I really love how your album sounds.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Like everything. I was actually talking to my good friend Miguel about it, and we were like, oh my God, this sounds really good.
Thank you
and
so much.
and the songs, everything. So I guess I have this question. Did you, before going into the studio, did you have in mind how you wanted it to sound, or did you leave it to when you started recording? I don't know if my question made sense.
That makes sense. Yeah.
I think the number one thing, at least for me, was I wanted us to sound how we sound.
As
Like-
raw as possible.
Yes.
How we
To Marcy,
sound
yes.
live
Yeah.
needed to be translated,
Yeah.
because I'm so sick of hearing things that it doesn't sound like the band live.
We did everything in one room live.
Yeah.
Nothing.
No
clicks.
click, nothing.
Everything
Just
was like one take. Do it. Get it done. We wanted.
Really?
well, there was some that were a few takes.
Well, we didn't keep them though.
Yeah.
The ones it's not like
There was no
we-
like plugging
Yeah,
in.
there was
yeah.
no punching in and any
Punch-
of that.
By punching you mean overdubs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
We would like double a guitar.
Yeah,
things
I
like that.
did double the guitars, but it wasn't like, oh hey, I messed up.
Like let's
go
cut
back
out
and
half
do
of the
this.
song and redo it.
Every drum take is from beginning to end.
oh wow.
Yeah, she
We
did-
wanted it. We wanted that connection though, because I feel like sometimes when it's a click, and like don't get me wrong, I think playing with a click is great, but I think for us,
It's about the
it was about the energy between the two of us, and like if she were to play later, it loses that,
Yes.
like that
we feed
communication
off
that's
of each
going
other.
on.
We really
Interesting.
do.
Like yeah, I mean, like I don't want to sound hippie. I'm kind of like a closeted hippie. Like I believe in energies and shit like that. But especially in music, you can tell whenever you connect with someone, and you don't even have to speak. Like yeah, like okay, they connect and but the weirdest thing, and I know this is not your case, when there's tension and when bands don't get along,
Oh,
and
yeah.
they still make great music, that for me is fascinating.
Yeah, I love that too. Sometimes I'm
there's
like,
hope.
damn, that band is good, but they hate each other.
Why do you think it's that? Does that? I don't know.
It's like where they respect each other, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
yeah,
Or,
yeah.
you can't do it without them. Like that's how you can't make music with anybody.
What do you
know,
mean?
like-
Or like with a random people?
Yeah, or even if someone is really good and you respect what they do and you're like, oh, we should start a band together, it'd be dope or whatever, doesn't mean you're going to get along well with them.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Doesn't mean you're going to write well together or make the music you need to be making together,
Yeah,
Like
I
what we
agree.
have is special. I couldn't do this with anybody else, just her.
Yeah, and you can tell by like whenever you listen to the album, it's like there's something there, So sorry if I divert.
But also, can I
No,
say,
no, yes, of course.
The reason I think we were able to capture such an amazing sound is our engineer. I mean, he gets us. We joke that he's our third member because Jake Pace just gets us. And we went into the studio that day and he just dialed it in. He knew exactly what to do.
Shout out to Jake.
Yeah.
And also Carrie.
And Carrie
He
Brown.
he did like a lot of the, I don't know, editing on, I don't know, I'm so bad with knowing what all that stuff's called. But
They produced and mixed and mastered and engineered. They did everything for our record.
yeah,
And Carrie Brown owns.
he was a
Liquid-
drummer too,
Yes,
so
he was a drummer, so
he got what I wanted.
he gets it.
Have you worked with him or with them before?
No, it was our first time.
But were they friends or did you do like some research on?
No,
We
we
met
just
through a friend.
yeah, we
were
met through a
introduced-
friend because
yeah.
Carrie used to live in Chicago, and our friend lived in Chicago too, so they knew each other from out there, and that's how we met him.
Oh
And
wow.
he was in a band back in the day in Chicago called Catherine Wheel.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where he was like doing music when he was young. And then has been in LA forever. And
Has licorice pizza.
has Licorice Pizza. They
Oh,
have a
he's
press.
the owner of the label.
Yeah, Carrie's the owner.
Oh, okay.
And then
okay.
Jake's like his number one guy,
Mm-hmm.
So we got
He's our
really
number one guy,
lucky, yeah.
Oh wow, that's interesting because sometimes bands they put a lot of which I think it's pretty cool. They put a lot of work into looking who's gonna produce the album or who's gonna mix it, and once you find someone that you're like, okay, that's the right person. So what about guitar amps? What did you use? I wanted to ask you this.
Well, the amp I've had my entire life that I will never get rid of. It's a JMP Marshall 100-watt super.
Oh, tremendous! That's the Jimi Hendrix amp.
I have no idea. I just know I love it. I mean, it's a great amp. It's a famous amp. Yes. I don't know if Jimi Hendrix used it. I have no idea.
I think I'm kind of like a gear nerd.
Yeah.
Is it
That's
the one
awesome.
that has like 3 inputs and then you can like, you know?
It doesn't have 3, like on the front, you mean? Like
Yes,
it
on the
has a
front
high
has
and a
like
low.
four inputs.
No.
Maybe maybe I'm
2.
not a good guitar nerd. Maybe I'm failing. But yes, I think that's I mean I've probably seen that.
Oh, well, now I'm questioning myself. I'm like, does it have 4? And I just don't remember. I'm pretty sure it has 2.
Okay. Yes. And did you use like distortion pedals or?
Always a rat pedal.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I also have one.
That's my sound.
The 80s. There's a version from the 80s that has like a chip. I really like that. Like the modern ones are really good too.
You have one from the 80s?
Yes.
That's cool.
My friend sold it to me like for 1,000 pesos or
Oh
like
my God.
no, maybe like $150, which
Wow.
is like 2,000 pesos or.
They're like, those old ones, they're trying to sell them for like $500 on Reverb.
Yes,
They're so expensive.
yes, but they sound really cool. You know the band Unsane?
Yeah.
The bass player uses that on his bass, and he makes one hell of a sound.
Cool.
But that's the thing about gear, that it translates your essence.
Yes.
Like if I play your gear, it wouldn't sound like you at all. Like it might sound similar, but it doesn't. It wouldn't sound like you. Don't you agree with like gear and stuff like that?
I think there are little tweaks and things that you can do to stuff to get that. I go by what I hear. Because I could look at someone's gear and be like, oh yeah, that's a cool pedal. I like how that sounds, but it might not translate to how
Yes.
I want
And
that to come out.
and before that, what other type of music have you played before, like in bands and
Oh, I've just played punk bands.
right?
Yeah.
Like
I think this is like both of our first like actually heavy.
Yeah, this is
Band.
the heaviest band I've
Yeah.
ever been in.
really, you too?
I think so, yeah.
And now let me ask you this: Did you have in mind prior to rehearsing, like, let's do the heaviest shit?
Yeah.
Yes.
Do?
It was very
It's
intentional.
very, very, very intentional.
Yes. Yeah.
We both didn't want to do anything like we've already done. We were
Yeah.
sick of like what we've done in the past. We didn't want to do anything like that.
Yes, that's also as a musician that opens your mind, right? Like it makes you more creative.
Yeah.
No?
But also, like, this is our favorite style. Like, heavy music is what we're into. We've just never played in, like, heavy bands. And I think that, like,
We were always too loud too.
that's just what... It's like we found our calling. It's the funniest thing. Because, like, I've always played in punk bands. And, like, it never felt like... I don't know. I don't want to say, like, it felt like a poser. But it... Because I listened to punk and I listened to heavy music. But it never felt like what I was supposed to be doing. It never just felt right. This feels right.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And what type of? I mean, I know this is a super cliche question, but I'm gonna try to change it. Like, what heavy music you listen to?
Well, I think our first thing that we were like really, really bonding over was Power Trip. Yeah,
both saw
we both
Power
love
Trip in,
Power
like,
Trip.
2019.
Really, I thought I was gonna get like a Melvins. I mean, or
Yeah.
like
Well,
Sleep
yeah.
Of course,
or-
yeah.
Yeah, sure. Burning Witch,
yeah,
Goat Snake,
yeah. Goat Snake,
Celtic Frost.
Celtic Frost,
Yeah, we love heavy shit.
Venom.
Venom.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and
Undergang.
I will
Undergang,
say
I love
she fucking loves
Undergang.
Undergang.
I
Yeah.
missed.
Who?
I'm Undergang.
Undergang. No, I haven't.
Oh, I love them.
She's so into it. She's
Death
always
metal.
sending me Undergang shit. Yeah. It's rad.
What about Helmet? You like Helmet?
Yeah,
Like the drummer is awesome too.
so good, so
Yeah.
good.
There was like back in the 80s, I guess late 80s, early 90s, this record label, Amphetamine, they put
Yeah.
out really cool, heavy and weird shit. It remind me your band a little bit of that too, like I said before, Insane. Fuck, I can't remember what other bands. But yeah, like that type of
Thank you.
like heavy music for me doesn't have to be like Slayer or
Right.
Sepultura.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You
I mean,
know?
I love the Jesus Lizard.
Yes,
fucking
yes,
heavy
yes.
as
They're
shit.
fucking
Like,
heavy as shit.
Dwayne
yes.
Dennison made me want to play guitar.
Wow.
When I was like 14, I heard the Jesus Lizard and I was like, holy shit.
yes.
I want to play guitar like this.
And,
you know?
and once you get into the Jesus Lizard, you know that it's like I said before, it's another type of heaviness.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like his rig is very rock and rollish. He
Yeah.
plays jazz, but they like the four of them make super heavy music.
Mm-hmm.
And that's one of the reasons I really love your album, because it's like, okay, this is heavy but in a different heaviness.
It's our personalities. I think a lot of it shines through in the record because we love music. You know, we're not just into like
Yeah.
one thing. You know.
Yeah, that's boring, right? Like people
Yeah.
that only listen, like the true metal heads that only listen to metal, and like, come on,
Mm-hmm.
like.
A lot of things influence that. You know, influence that sound. So.
But now let me ask you this: what influence that people wouldn't expect you kind of transmitted in your album?
Wait, say that again.
What influenced our album that people wouldn't expect? I mean, I love David Bowie. I love Kate Bush. I love Brainiac. They're just maniacs, like Maniac. Band.
Brainiac,
I mean,
Maniac.
they're no longer obviously around, but they made like electronic rock, you know, like
Yeah.
back in the 90s. I love Stereolab,
Stereolab, yeah.
you know.
Yeah, it's very cool that you like. I was listening to like an interview with Dave Grohl from of course Nirvana and Foo Fighters, and it was can't remember the name, the producer's name, from Nerd. He's like a hip hop producer. Well, he was asking about like drum beats and everything, and he's like, this Nirvana song is really influenced by like a disco band.
That's so cool.
And once you pay attention to it, like, oh, I can tell that. Like, I can see why he used like the same rhythm, but in another context.
That's rad.
Yes, I really love when I find bands do that. You know, like on purpose. Like, okay, or maybe not on purpose. Maybe it's like something in your in subconscious mind, right? Like
Yeah.
you just like let it flow.
Well, you
Like
have an
when-
idea and you don't know where
when
you don't know
monks
where it came
chant.
from. I want to know what bands that might influence.
I don't know.
Our record
I'm
that-
so bad at being on the spot about that.
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah,
this girl can pull. She can just pull bands. She knows every fucking band. I mean, her dad's
Do I?
well, her dad's an amazing musician and bass player. She grew up with music. Her dad played music her whole life. He's in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
South Dakota Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow! What's his band?
He was in a band called Asia, not the one that's famous. They actually stole the name and sued them, so I would flip them off.
Right.
But and he was in a band called White Wing. It was like a bird logo. And he was in another band called Midwest Coast. I can't remember all the band names, but yeah,
So
there's
many.
a
He's
few.
very talented.
I'll check some of these bands for sure.
Yeah.
Asia has the coolest record covers you've ever seen.
Asia, okay.
Yes. Their
Yeah.
covers are just so beautiful.
They were like in that art rock scene in like the 70s.
Or like prog
yeah.
rock, maybe
What's that?
like prog rock, progressive,
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
like really weird, beautiful covers, and yeah, I love art from that area.
Yeah.
Very trippy and psychedelic.
Next time we're here, I'll bring you one of those records.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
please do, and I'll play some of them on the show. So let me ask you this, Ellie: how was the transition of playing like in a band like LA Witch, which is on like completely, at least sound wise, completely different from Pagoto? How was that transition?
I think I was ready for it. I wanted to do something really heavy and like, I don't know, it was just kind of the right next step for me. I don't know. I don't really know what to say about it. It was what I wanted to do, what I wanted to start doing at that point, you know? I think the LA Witch stuff is really fun, but I can't get that heavy there. So I wanted to do something where I could get heavier and like just really dig in and like really, really play, you know? But I love that there's aspects of LA Witch that I don't have in Pagoto too, you know? Like it keeps me well-rounded, I think.
Like what?
I don't know, like I'm not gonna play what I play in LA Witch. I'm just gonna play different. Like the music calls for something different, you know?
Ah, okay, I see. Like a different approach for sure.
Yeah, yeah. It's like, I don't know. It's fun to have both, you know?
Yes.
Like one's more kind of like a dark country rock, I don't know.
Yeah, I guess one lets you to be more. I don't want to say aggressive, but just having the chance to bang on your drums.
Yeah, yeah. It's like
Catharsis.
it's like when different friends bring different sides of your personality out, you know?
Interesting.
Or like you have like your friend who wants to go dancing all the time, or you have your friend who just wants to hang out and drink all the time, or I don't know. Am I making sense?
Yes, no. I like I said, I really like digging into people's creative processes
Yeah.
because I learn too, and mindsets and how they approach their instruments. You know, like for example, you mentioned that you play bass as well, right?
Not really. I mean, I can get by on it. Like if I'm like, oh, I came up with this riff, I can apply it to the bass and then show her or like play something very simple. I'm by no means a bass player.
Well, it's cool to have at least an idea of how to play your riff and how to translate your idea into either drums or bass. And do you think it? I mean, of course, it has helped you that you're a drummer, but when you think of terms, do you think riffs, or let me try to come up with the right question. Do you think in terms of rhythm when you come with a riff and then like, okay, I have this riff for bass, and then is it easier for you to put that into like a drum beat?
I think there's always some sort of rhythm to it. Like, I don't know. I think I usually can kind of have like an idea for a drum part if I'm coming up with like a bass part or something. I don't know. Yeah, I think I try to always stay open though, because it's like, well, what if she has a different idea, you know, for like a drum part or something that she's going to do. I don't know. Am I answering that well?
Yeah, but we also always ask each other, like, what do you think? Do you like it? Like, is this good for us? Because we both, you know, want to, this is both of our bands, you know, and we both have to like what we're doing. We have to love what we're doing. And so if we don't, you know, actually really agree on it, it's not gonna stay, you know?
Yeah, well, yeah, for sure. And do you come up with like drum parts?
I don't. No, I mean,
She'll
I've
be
had
like, can you do a
suggestions.
swell here?
Yeah, I'm like, just hit the cymbals.
What about like
here, like
doon doon in
yeah,
between?
And
And I'm
sometimes
like,
I
okay,
say, like,
yeah.
the cheesiest shit. I'm just like, you know, whack it like this, and like I don't know how to fucking explain a drum part.
That-
You know,
yeah,
I know I
that's
can
why
But
hear
it's
it.
always fun.
I can hear it in my head, and then when I say it, it sounds like fucking basura. Sounds so bad.
Well,
But it's the funniest like form of communication because even like when I'm singing something, there was like this part that I couldn't just click, and then she sat with me and she was like did this, and it's like, oh, that's exactly where it's got to go. We find those groups like being a guitar player. I'm not in the fucking pocket. I'm a guitar player. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
She knows beats. I don't know beats.
Yeah, and it's hard to explain. Like,
But you do.
I mean, I do, yes, but I guess the point I'm trying to make is that we're both
Our brains work different.
Yeah, they work different, but they work really well together.
Yeah.
they complement each other.
They do.
But when you come up with riffs, do you think in terms also of rhythms, like, or did you just play? Oh, I have this riff, and then you allow her to do her magic.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have a lot of rhythm, I guess.
I think we're both pretty good at letting each other do our magic.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, I like for me riffs just come. Like I grab a guitar and I start playing shit until one riff I like, and that's it. But I know some people like they might be walking down the street and suddenly they come up with a rhythm.
Oh, that happens
riff.
all the time. Yeah.
But that has not happened to me.
Oh, what about in your sleep?
No. Well,
You ever
once-
wake up and you're like, that was the coolest shit I've ever thought about?
No, and for the longest time I had an issue with that. Like maybe I'm not a musician, like because people tell me that, and it took me some time to accept that probably that's not how I write music. But I would have. I mean, I would love if ideas come like that. There's something romantic.
It doesn't
about that.
always sound good though, because I've had dreams before where I've like been like, that's the coolest thing, and then I wake up and then I'm like, play it or sing it out loud, and it's awful.
Yeah.
So dreams are always better than,
Yeah, for
reality.
sure. Do you watch
that
Seinfeld?
way. Seen a lot of Seinfeld.
Well, I don't know if you remember this. I'm gonna quote. Well, not really quote. Where I'm gonna reference Seinfeld. There's an episode where he has a dream and he dreams about a joke, and then he wakes up in the middle of the night and writes down the joke, and then he wakes up and reads and he's like, this doesn't make any sense.
That's so funny.
That's so good.
Yeah, but with terms of music, no, I've never had that. Like I can come up with riff, but not in that. And I wish I can have that. It sounds so romantic. Like, oh, I was walking down the street and I had this idea, and next thing it's a hit.
I mean, music is work. It's work.
Yeah, for sure.
And if you're going to put it out there for other people too, it's like, I mean, that's important.
Yes, I mean,
You know?
yeah, for sure. I'm of the idea that music, like if you are given the gift of being able to create music, you have to share it with the world. Otherwise, it's I forgot the word. Sorry. I forgot the word.
Hacen?
Cuando no compartes, when you don't share. I forgot the word.
know.
Sorry. Envious? No, not envious. What's the opposite of sharing?
Being a
Selfish.
Yeah,
Selfish. Yes.
Selfish.
That's the word I'm looking for. Sorry. Yes. People that don't share.
What's the point if, yeah,
It's a gift, right?
yeah.
Yeah, I really like about like talking to people about like their creative process. And now the other thing that I really like about the album is the aesthetic. Like I couldn't help but notice that there's some sort of not sure if esoteric is the right word, but there I guess because there's like a is it a tomb?
The
Like,
church?
The church.
Yeah.
So it is a church,
It's like a mini church.
really.
Yeah, so I was on tour actually with LA Witch when I took that picture, and we were like, we had just played a show in this. It used to be a women's prison that they converted into a venue,
Oh wow.
and I just like woke up super early the next day because we stayed there, And I was kind of just walking around, and I noticed that there was like all these animals that were like behind the little mini church. And then I realized it was a slaughterhouse, which was so sad. And it was like snowing outside. It was all cold. But I thought that little church was so cute. And so I took a photo of it.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And then she really liked the photo and suggested.
I like a lot of her photos. She takes
Thank you.
amazing photos.
Oh, that's cool.
But yeah, that's how we put it on there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So maybe, o sea, there's no esoteric theme in your aesthetic or something.
I mean, we're esoteric, the two of us.
Well, I
together.
think
Here we go.
I think the photo fit because it fit the style.
Well, and it did.
It wasn't just like
We wanted to do it ourselves, you know, and then we wanted to use all of our own photos. We wanted to write the lyrics by hand. The photo inside is a Polaroid photo that she took of us at our practice space, you know, just like propped it up against the wall. We want it to be real as possible. Like, we're not photoshopping anything. We're not putting filters on stuff. We want it to just be raw and real and a, you know, very genuine representation of who we are.
Right.
the only filter we use is the black and white one.
Yeah, we'll make some stuff in black and white. But yeah.
Yeah, it's I think sometimes like I'm not sure if you would agree with this, but nowadays like but especially with AI and that's another subject, but it's most bands lack personality or they like newer bands I should say, like I think music has come to a second term, if that makes any sense. Like bands now, they all want to look. They care more about how they look, and they care less about how
They play.
they play and how they write music. I don't know
I
if
think
you
some
agree
of
with
those
that.
bands think that they're really good though too, which is kind of interesting. Sorry,
I don't know who we're talking about. I'm going to hide.
Well,
Just kidding.
we don't have to say names, but I have noticed that like
Oh, this is these are our friends. Sorry.
our licorice, the label, right?
Yeah, that's Licorice Pizza.
And do you dabble in like spirituality subjects and stuff like that in like your music, your art? It's
yeah.
I think we both are very intuitive creatures on this earth that, in a general sense, just want to be kind and share anything that we come across with others. And hopefully that'll come out in our music.
yeah. And do you have? I mean, I don't want to get too personal or anything, but like I said, I'm like curious because of the how the album sounds and the voice and the aesthetic, and like I said before, I'm like a hippie, a closeted hippie, and I like believing in like energies and all of that. And is that something that you think about too? Like maybe we don't want to do this tour because it doesn't feel right, or
Oh, that's happened.
We're very much like that. Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
happened for sure.
absolutely.
Yeah.
And trusting what you hear, what you feel. I mean, we all hear stuff. We all feel things. Whether or not we want to admit it to ourselves or to other people, I think is everyone's personal choice. But,
yeah.
you know, I think everyone has that power, you know.
I think so too. And but not everybody is tuned into their power. I guess like some people, like I cannot have this type of conversation with all my friends. Yeah, it's like some friends are like, I don't want to talk about that, But I think it's interesting to be able to talk about like stuff like that. Spirituality. I mean, spirituality is also like a big word, right? Like everybody
Very
has a
broad.
very raw,
Yeah.
raw word. But yeah, I was just curious because of this.
I like that you brought it up though, because it is a personal thing. But we are making music too, you know. So it's, I don't know. There has to be something coming through, like, because as a human, like, you know, everything you do, I don't think that we're entirely in control of everything.
Yeah, I have
You
to
know?
agree with that. Yeah, for sure. Like now, let me ask you this: where I was gonna ask you, where do ideas come from? But do you think we channel ideas, and those ideas are not ours? We're just like a radio.
I think that's a really good question because I have the same question. And I don't know how to answer that. But I also wonder that sometimes too. Like where do these thoughts come from? Like where
Yes,
where did
yes.
this idea come from? How did I just come up with this?
I
You
think they're
know?
gifts, man. I mean, because yeah, it's like when we think of something or when we hear something, we have the choice to act on it or not, right? But where does it come from? It's a very good question.
But like example, like music, have you written something and you're like, where did that come from?
Fucking A, every time I write a song, I'm like, how the fuck did I do that?
Yes,
Is that me? Is that somebody else? Like, yeah, because like, but I also believe that like, and maybe this is being like too humble, but I'm like, how the fuck did I do that? You know what I mean?
of
Like,
course I don't.
because like, it's cool. I'm so grateful. I'm so happy that I can play guitar. I'm so happy that I can scream. I'm so happy that I can write a song, if anybody likes it or not. Like, so happy I can do this with her, you know, like it just feels like really good luck in a way, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah, it
no, for
does.
sure. I have to agree with that because I do believe that we're some sort, or we have some sort, or our brain rather is some sort of antenna,
Sure.
and it depends on how tuned your brain is or your antenna is how you cut ideas. You know, like maybe
Your wiring.
yes, for sure, and maybe the idea is there, and maybe you were lucky enough to grab it before someone else.
Hey.
You know, but I don't know. I don't know. That's. I mean, and
That's true because you know there's like a lot of people who come up with really similar ideas around the same time too. You know, and it's like they didn't know the other person did it. They didn't know that person did it, but they like have the same ideas. You know,
Yes, for sure. Like some sort
Like-
of parallel.
That's
thinking.
wild. Yeah.
like the three-headed dog.
I mean,
What?
Well, there was like for Ellie, which there was like a three-headed dog idea, and then we were talking about it, and then Risa like sent me a message about doing something about like a two-headed dog, and I was like,
going
whoa.
wild with this like two-headed wolf. Yeah, I was like, we gotta use this two-headed wolf shit. Like, it's so dope. And like,
It was like right at the
and
same
LA
time.
Witch was doing Dog God, and I had no idea.
Yeah.
Wow. So yeah, there has to be something there.
Yeah.
Like-
and I always thought that was
And
kind of a
also,
crazy.
like, you know, we were talking about LA Witch last night, and one of their records has the upside down cross on the cat's head. And then this morning,
Rita posted it.
Rita posted the cat from 2014, and then it sparked me to think of a photo that I took in 2012 of me with the upside down cross.
Yeah.
And I showed it to her today, and I was like, the shit is just too connected.
Yeah, that was really
You
funny.
know?
That was
like,
yeah.
Yeah.
it's just, it's like you said, like who's catching those radio waves?
Now, for
Right.
sure, it's undeniable that something happens there.
I like that.
Yeah, especially. I mean, I wouldn't say I have experimented with psychedelics. I had, but not with a lot. But the stuff that I've seen is like, oh my God, there's something out there. Like I cannot explain it. I can just feel it.
Yeah.
But for sure, like when you're thinking about someone, you sense.
And then you see them. Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
I think we're super
Crazy.
telepathic that we just are closed off to that shit.
For sure, there's you know ayahuasca.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So apparently, like back in the day, and by back in the day, I mean like I guess 60s or whenever it was discovered by the Western world, and it was being studied. They like the first name they call it telepathy or something like that.
Oh shit.
Because it had to do with that. Like in people that drank that, they could like talk to each other via telepathy. And that like if you read people talking about their experience, sometimes they like, okay, I talked to that person, and that other person like, yeah, we talk, and so it's real, I guess. I mean, I don't want to say it's real because I cannot explain it, or I cannot show it to you.
There's a lot of things that are real though that we can't
Yeah, yeah.
explain.
And I guess these stuff like these substances, they take off like some sort of filter that we have, and they allow us to see stuff that is not really here.
Dude,
No,
there's a lot of shit we can't see.
Yes.
A lot of shit we can't see.
Like, do you? Yeah, this is the last question, and this might be a little bit silly, but do you believe in ghosts and stuff like?
Absolutely.
Percent.
Have you
Absolutely.
seen anything like that? or have that?
We don't have enough time. Everywhere I go, I get haunted. Like
Really?
like on tour, like with LA Witch, like we have a bunch of stories. Like I was working with this movie crew for a while. We stayed at a hotel that was haunted, and I don't even know where to begin.
Oh, there's too much. Whether we
And
whether
Remy's
we
house,
see it or
our friend
hear
who
it,
we're staying
yeah.
with.
Oh, his house, Remy. By the way, I don't think we've given a shout out to Remy.
Yeah, Remy made this happen.
Remy made this tour happen, and
He's from Mexico.
Yeah,
He lives in Coyoacan, and he has been hosting us. He's hosting us for 2 weeks.
he plays in Has a Shadow. That's how I met him. He booked LA Witch's first tour in Mexico.
Nice.
He
Shout
gave us
out
his
to
bed.
Remy.
Yeah, Remy's best. And Palone.
But his house is
His
haunted.
bandmate. Yeah.
And we keep hearing someone drop a ball that will hit the ground 4 times.
Wow. Yeah.
It drops and then you hear it roll. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, like a terror horror movie.
Yeah, it's like perfect.
It doesn't.
It's
feel scary,
perfectly
though. It just
no,
feels
it
like
feels
it's,
scary.
Stuck, like something.
But yeah, that I mean,
As you were scared.
I mean, I got yelled at in the bathroom the other day. Just like legit, someone yelled at me. You know.
wow.
I mean,
At Remy's bathroom.
but it was a good. It was a good thing. It wasn't bad.
Yeah, yeah.
It was a. It was.
I think Remy's bathroom's spooky. No, just kidding.
Shout out to
No.
Remy's bathroom.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny because the other day I was, like I said, I was on tour with my friends from Japan, and we were driving. Can't remember. I think Guadalajara to León. No, we were on our way back from Pachuca, and
we
at
like
night
Pachuca.
from Casa Padi actually, and we were telling our friends that Mexico has the craziest ghost legends, I guess, or stories, or whatever you want to call it, and especially in like the highways. Like there's this
Ooh, that's scary.
story that you have to, like if you are on the highway and you're driving and someone asks you for a ride, if it's like an old lady, you have to give her a ride. Otherwise, boom, you yes.
Oh, so it's like.
Otherwise, you're not even
superstitious.
getting a ride.
Well, it's apparently, I mean, it's like a crazy story, you know, like you've heard it like 1,000 times from different people, but it's like that stuff, or like on hospitals, like abandoned hospitals, like if you go in there at
Creepy.
night, you will start like hear the creepy stuff, and yeah, I don't know. I don't believe in ghosts as Casper, like ooh, and I don't believe in that shit. But I do
My
believe
favorite
that.
movie. I love
She loves
Casper.
Casper.
I like the
But
idea of a friendly ghost.
Yeah, well, maybe there's some friendly ghosts there, you know. I do believe also in like good energy, but yeah, it's fascinating that that stuff like that exists somehow. It might be just energy that got stuck there,
Yeah.
Sure.
and it manifests like it does, maybe like the ball or the sound or whatever, right? But it's I don't know. I like to get silly like that and think about that stuff.
Yeah.
And especially like talk to a band like yours, that you probably agree with stuff that I say, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mexico has a lot of stories like that, like the Norse, like the witch in the highway, like in in the south, like when like the peninsula of Yucatan, there's like a legend of little monsters.
No shit.
Yes, and you can talk to them. Aluches, they call it aluches.
Aluches.
Did you go to the wrestling, lucha libre?
I've been before.
Well, there's a character called Aluche, which is like a little person, and he wears like a costume. So that is influenced and was created because of that legend.
Really?
Yeah. Like if you go to like Tulum, well, Tulum is not now. But
Where's the boats? There's like the boats that you can take.
Xochimilco.
And then isn't there like a little island with a bunch of dolls?
Yes.
Yeah.
So did you go there?
I took the boats. I don't know if we went by the dolls.
Probably you did.
I either blocked it out of my memory because I was scared
It's-
or
it's
I don't
really
know.
creepy.
Yeah.
It's really.
But I did take those boats before. And then I saw the little like not lizard, but the alote?
Is
that what it's
I
called?
forgot. Yeah, like little fish
Super
with-
cute. Yeah.
I forgot the name. Pink.
Mhm.
It's pink. Xolotle, Xoloscuincle. I don't know. I
Yeah,
forgot.
Chola Squigle.
Yeah.
Isn't that the dog that has no hair?
Yes.
Yeah, I love those.
Xoloscuincle.
Yeah.
Very expensive dogs.
Mhm.
They are. Do you think they're cute?
I think they're cute,
Really?
but I don't know. It's kind
I
of weird.
can relate to them.
Oh, cute. Pelon.
Pelon, yeah.
Our friend has like the cat with no hair.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like the one from Austin.
Speaking of ghosts, one of his cats died, and I stayed at his house, and I didn't know that the cat had passed away, and I felt a cat jump on the bed and sleep on it. That cat was not alive, but it died in that room.
That cat, the dead cat, his dead cat jumped.
The cat's
on-
name was
on-
7-Eleven.
He slept on Ellie.
Yeah.
Oh, were we both in the bed?
It happened 2 times. Once you were there, and
Yeah.
but the first night it was just me.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't feel the cat, but she gets haunted.
And when I told my friend in the morning, he was like, "That cat's not alive anymore." Like but that cat did die in that room, and I was like, "Of course that happened."
Well, especially in a place like Coyoacán, because Coyoacán is like an old neighborhood, like really old neighborhood. And you
Coyoacán
probably-
is awesome.
Yeah, it's my favorite.
So
part
rad.
of
We're
town.
so lucky to be staying there.
Yeah, like you're close to the Zócalo of Coyoacán, like where the church is and everything. Close.
Is that the black church?
Black church?
The black and red church?
There's
It
like
looks-
this
it almost
crazy
looks
looking
like
church.
Russian or some weird Soviet style kind of church.
Oh, really?
It's like along the highway. It's beautiful. We want to walk over there. We've been wanting. To walk over there.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. No. I mean like the church that is in like I guess downtown Coyoacán, like where.
Oh,
everything
is
is-
that where we were
We took a
yesterday?
picture there last night. Yeah.
We did?
Yeah, you were
where the
talking.
coyotes are.
She was talking to her parents on the phone, and I snapped a photo of us in front of the church. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I guess
Where the dogs are. Are those coyotes?
Coyotes, yes.
That's
There
why
you
I fucking took a video of them. I've got this thing about coyote. The next record is all about.
Coyotes.
It's all about that coyote call.
Well,
That's our new shit.
what's the word for it? You said that there was. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh,
No,
it's
no,
a French word. It's called beau geste.
That's coyotes.
Yeah, it's kind of like
like
it's when-
two coyotes can get together and basically like.
make a ruckus.
Yeah, they know how to like bounce the sound off of walls and stuff. So it sounds like there's a whole bunch of them, but there's like 2 or 3 or something.
Yeah.
Right? Did I explain that right?
That's,
Okay.
You exactly explained. It's like a protection kind of thing that they do where it keeps them safe. And I mean, I love coyotes. I think they're just such a rad. I have them all over my neighborhood in Echo Park. Like they're just fucking everywhere outside.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah. I've heard about that. In
They're so
LA.
rad. But they can, yeah, their calls bounce off of everything it's hard to explain. I'm like on the spot because I wasn't planning on talking about this, but it sounds like there's fucking 50 of them. It sounds like there's a pack of them and they're gonna fucking tear you to shreds. But there's really only 2.
Yeah, well, it's funny that you mentioned that because I had a chance like 10 years ago to go to Wirikuta. Wirikuta is the Mexican desert where the peyote grows. So it's a very spiritual and a lot of ceremonies happen there. and you can go to the desert and grab your own peyote and do your trip. So I did that. I went like probably half an hour within the desert. Like I pay someone to, like, hey, get me into the desert.
You were by yourself?
No, with two other people.
Ooh, that's scary.
But yes, well, so I ate the peyote and I was like tripping out. And it was really scary because you could hear coyotes. I could hear coyotes laughing or not laughing, but like
Right.
howling. Is that the word? Howling?
Yeah.
But in my trip, I thought they were like making fun of me
That's
because it
so
was
funny.
so like so loud, and of course I had my senses my senses were overwhelmed, and they were like really more in tune with everything.
Maybe they were laughing then.
Probably that's what I
Probably
thought, like laughing. But in my trip, I was like, they're gonna eat me. They're laughing at me because they're gonna attack me, and I was like, but
Oh my God. Like, he's vulnerable right now.
yes, for sure.
Wow.
I mean, animals know when you're high. Like my cat
Oh,
knows when I get
definitely.
high.
Yeah, they know.
They know somehow. They know. Like
They
my
know for
dog
sure.
knew, like, hey, you're high. Come on,
Yeah,
for sure.
they look at you different.
Yes. But that was my only experience with coyotes. Like I could like hear them here, and
It surrounds you. Like that phenomenon of sound is one of the most beautiful things to me. It's a cacophony. It's just like, rah! It's
Yes.
just like envelops like everything about
for
you.
sure. And the other thing is that they're very smart and very
Oh, they're so smart.
Oh yeah.
how you say
Tricksters.
tricksters, but they
Yeah.
also plan stuff.
Oh, yeah.
The ultimate trickster.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I knew they were in LA, Echo Park.
yeah.
I love Echo Park, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Silver Lake, El Chacha.
The Cha-Cha.
Oh, we love
yeah.
the cha-cha.
And the Red Lion across the street.
Hi, Sarah.
Sarah from
Hi, Sarah.
from what's her band?
Oh,
Jude Code?
I don't know her band. She actually is in a band. She's a bartender at the Cha Cha, but she's always got the best nails. I'm like, how do you play in a band and have like?
How
this
do you open
long-
beers with some crazy
She
nails?
pops them with her
Okay.
bottle opener.
Speaking of a bottle opener,
I think I know that Sarah. It's,
Can we
you have-
get this open?
do you have a
Open it-
lighter or something? on you?
With your
oh,
teeth.
yes, I do. But I think her band is called. If we're talking about the same Sarah, it's Jude Code, like industrial band with.
She is in an industrial band. Do you know
Yes.
her?
I know her.
Shut the. She plays
Thank you.
keyboards.
Yes, and sings like.
You
screams.
fucking know
Is
Sarah.
this it's a Mudo Tapes lighter?
Oh yeah,
Ah.
Mudo Tapes representing.
Where's the camera? Can you put that in front of the camera?
Yes, I think so.
We
That's
fuck-
so cute.
we love Mudo tapes.
We love you guys.
Jorge.
They
Abdul.
also helped put this tour together
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
We
Jorge,
owe them a huge
Jorge
thank you.
made this happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually.
Ooh.
Nice.
Whoa, that shot off.
I refuse to learn how to do that because that's my daddy.
Yeah, shout out to Jorge.
Damn, that thing popped off. It flew all the way over there.
That was amazing.
Yeah, that's the energy.
Cheers to you too.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers, man. Well,
Thanks for coming.
thank you for
Yeah, of
having us.
course.
Oh, my pleasure.
Thank you for
Hope
having
you're
us.
fun.
Oh, we've had so much fun here. I just can't wait to come back.
No, but I mean in this
Great
interview.
time.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm glad. Sometimes I get shy when I talk to people from other countries because sometimes I feel like like English sometimes because I don't practice much as I used to, so sometimes my brain is a bit rusty.
Mm-hmm.
Your English is fantastic.
Thank you very much.
Our Spanish
yeah.
is garbage. So,
Basura, like she
yeah,
said earlier.
it's literally so bad.
We
Well-
learned some Spanish. So we learned in El Dor,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, what?
El Dor is like
Dor?
stinky. Oh, never mind.
El door as in the door, la
Whoops.
puerta.
Encendedor is lighter.
Encendedor is later.
What else did we learn?
Now we're on the spot.
I can't remember.
Well, but you're trying. That's as Mexicans we appreciate when like foreigners try to learn, and they don't assume that everybody speaks English.
Yeah.
Yeah, to be honest, I don't like it when they assume that you speak English.
They just walk up and start speaking English.
Yeah, like come
Yeah.
on, at least try a little bit.
Everyone gives us a chance here, which is really cool.
I
Everyone
always-
talks to us in Spanish.
Like if we get coffee, I'll try to like speak a little bit of Spanish, and they start speaking Spanish, and I'm like, poquito español.
Slow.
In inglés?
Yeah, but like I said, you try, right?
Yeah.
That's what.
We try. We're spoiled. Like in LA, everyone wants to speak English. You know, so all our Spanish friends, they speak English. and-
Really.
oh yeah. So it's like, I mean, it's just, we should know better. Yeah, we should know how to speak Spanish. 100%.
Yeah, I mean, it.
I barely know how to speak English, so I'm trying. My last name is English, but I'm terrible at it.
Well, some people would say the same to me about Spanish. You know.
Really?
Yeah, like I'm kind of like kidding, but sometimes and it's funny because I've been thinking about this a lot. Like sometimes I have a hard time expressing some ideas because in my brain it runs like ooh, so I'm trying to catch like ideas and trying to express. So
I remember
you.
when I toured with Has a Shadow, they were saying that they knew their English was getting better when their thoughts were in English. Or like they were getting more used to speaking English every day because when they would think about something, they would think about it in English instead of in Spanish.
yes, I had the chance to live
Which I thought was cool.
in Toronto, and that happened to me sometimes.
Yeah.
Because in Toronto, people don't barely speak Spanish.
Yeah.
I would speak Spanish with my 2 Mexican friends, and that's it. And sometimes, and it sounds silly, but sometimes I'm like, how do you say this in Spanish when it's like you have it right there? Yeah, it's interesting how our brain works.
Yeah.
Like you have to translate and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and now that I was on tour with my friends from Japan, it was pretty cool because they would like Japanese is completely different from
Right.
English, from Spanish, from everything.
Isn't Japanese like one of the hardest languages to learn or something?
Well,
Or is it Mandarin?
no, I guess both Mandarin, yeah, even I guess Arabic, yeah, those languages. I don't know, like Japanese. I heard that it's easy to learn how to speak, but like to write the kanjis.
Oh, yeah.
It's even my friends that are around my same age. They're like, yeah, there's some stuff that we cannot read
Wow.
because it's so difficult. Like to write, it's art. Like we have it easy. You just have like the A, the B, the C.
Right.
But for them, it's like, oh no, I fucked it up. And
It's
you
very
have to erase
intricate,
it.
yeah.
Super intricate, yeah. Like Mandarin and all that.
It looks so beautiful though.
It
It
is.
does,
Yeah.
it does. It does because it's like those typical people that tattoo like Chinese.
Oh yeah, and then it's like says the wrong thing. It's so funny.
yeah,
Like
that's so
hairy
funny.
butthole.
Yeah.
No.
Irita was just in China, and this girl was wearing a shirt, and it had English on it, and it had a cat, and it said, "Have you seen my pussy?" I was like, dude, that is so good. Like, please get me one of those shirts.
Well, in a way, that's correct, right? Like,
Yeah.
pussy is a cat.
It's totally correct.
Have you seen my pussy?
It's totally correct.
Yeah, that's funny. Like,
so cute.
I think
I love it.
I think there's an Instagram account that has that like funny t-shirt or like shirts that go hard.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
That like say the wrong thing.
like,
Yeah.
Or have like funny stuff. In Japan, that happens a lot.
Yeah. My friend told me about one that was like, you know how like Nike's like just do it, but it said just fuck it.
Yeah, that's funny.
Funny.
Yeah, like I said, in Japan, you can find those T-shirts.
Yeah.
Like they think. Oh, I mean, they don't do it on purpose, but when you speak English and you're like, that's funny.
Yeah.
That's
I
pretty
love it.
cool.
I love it.
So, yeah, it's been pretty cool having you here.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us here.
This was a
no.
fun interview.
Yeah, it was so much fun.
Oh, I'm happy that you're having fun.
We're having so much fun.
So the tour goes for a couple of days, right? You go to
We have
Puebla,
Three
mañana.
more shows.
We have 3 more shows.
Yeah.
Oh, tomorrow is like a cantina.
I think
We
so.
play at a cantina tomorrow.
Yeah.
And if you haven't seen the flyer, it's amazing. There's luchas on it, and they're
Yes.
wrestling, and there's beer on it.
It's so cute.
It's really cute. Yeah,
And-
we're playing in a legit fucking cantina tomorrow.
Yes, those shows get wild.
Like, I'm so excited.
Yes, I went to a cantina to a show probably 3 months ago. You know Carrion Kids?
That name
Yeah.
sounds familiar.
Yeah.
Monkey
Yasmina.
D and Yasmina.
Yeah, yeah.
And Mickey. So they set up a show there, and it was super fun.
Aw.
Like
Amazing.
downtown. So I can wait for tomorrow. Who else is in the bill? It's Pagoto.
Montaz,
Montes.
Ecas Cuervas.
Let me see if I can.
Are
have
they
it.
on tomorrow's show?
Yes.
I think they are.
Yeah, Pallon's band.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plum's band.
I'll look it up.
Montaz. Oh, did you say that already?
I did, but
Sorry.
Montaz.
Oh, by the way, I wanted to ask you.
kicks in.
You had a really cool show that I wanted to go, but it wasn't in Mexico City.
Where was it?
With Jenna and
Oh, right.
It was
Yeah.
in Guanajuato.
Guanajuato. Yeah. How
That-
was that show?
Fucking amazing.
It was so fun. All the bands were good.
Yeah, it's
Like- Fun bartenders, too.
The bartender, the owner, Lolo, amazing. Sergio, the other bartender, amazing. But also, like, Luis did the flyer. He was there for the whole show. He was so cool. Everybody was just so
She's
much
so
fun.
good at remembering
yeah,
names.
Jenna.
I love
That's
that.
her name? Jenna.
Yeah.
Jenny and the Spurs.
Jenny and the
They were sweethearts. We played with Killer Wolf.
Killer Wolf. Yeah,
Like,
it's a
they
good
were
friend
so
of
much
mine.
fun. It
Yeah.
was a great time.
Muto Tapes too. I love
Combine the
Muto
band.
Tapes.
Yeah.
We played with
Muto
those
Tapes.
guys.
With who? Sorry.
Combine the band.
Combine the band.
They
no.
were like a Western style band. It was like Western versus hardcore. So it was like
Oh,
Western
really?
bands and heavy bands.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
It was really
okay,
fun.
It was
yeah.
actually really fun. It was a
so
fun
much
bill.
And Guanajuato is so fucking pretty.
Yes.
Like insanely
So beautiful. Yeah.
Did you see the mummies?
I wish we
No.
didn't have time. We didn't have a lot of time to hang out.
Yeah.
We didn't get any sightseeing because we had to go to Pachuca.
No mommies.
No. Well, you know about the mummies there, right?
We heard about it, but we didn't. I don't know. Someone mentioned it, but
Tell-
I actually forgot about it until now.
Las momias de Guanajuato. That's very famous. There's even a lucha libre movie about it.
Really?
You know El Santo? El Santo is like the number one wrestling. Like he's a legend. He's from the 50s. So back in the, I guess 50s, 60s, he used to make movies. But like, it's one of those things that you think the movie is done cheap. You know what I mean? Like the movie is so bad,
Like a B movie.
like a B movie, but not with the intention of it being a B movie. With the intention of it
That's the best.
But we love that because that's
Yeah.
what you want. It's real.
exactly like, and he fights against the mummies of Guanajuato. So watch that
Amazing.
movie. El
Wait, can you
Santo,
tell us what it's called, the movie?
El Santo versus las momias de Guanajuato.
Can you message us that?
Yes,
on
of
No, we're
WhatsApp?
putting it in our letterbox.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Letterbox. Have you
Yeah.
heard about Letterbox?
No,
Who's heard
what's
about
what's
this?
Letterboxd?
It's an app for movies where you can like put down all the fucking movies you want to watch.
All the movies you've seen, and then you can follow your friends, and then
watch
you can
their-
like comment on different movies they've watched or like
Oh,
how you
really?
feel about the movie. Yeah.
Oh, we're into it. I mean,
It's
I
cool.
love film. I went to school for music and film, and it's my favorite shit. But I always have the worst time of like remembering things. Sometimes it's like I'm like, you know that one movie, and I get really excited, and then I just like brain fart.
And now she can use
yeah.
your
Yeah,
app.
and so like Letterboxd, now I can use the fucking app.
And this is not an advertisement.
and
We
this is
actually
not an
really
advertisement.
just learned about it
We
yesterday.
did. We did.
Oh, I hope.
So we're
they-
gonna find this movie.
Yes, please. Well, all the. I'll send you some names, but yeah, it's interesting. Well, not interesting. It's funny because like the guy is driving the car, but it's like a really cheap effect. Effect. Is that how you say effect? Effect like FX.
Effects?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But like the guy is the luchador is driving the car, but you can tell it's really slow, or the mummies walk like really slow, but they reach the car. It's like that type of stuff.
I love it.
Yeah.
That's
So
like me getting to the car in the morning.
yeah, watch those movies. Yeah, movies are great. By the way, you like the Toxic Avenger?
Yes.
They're
Oh, yeah.
coming up with a new version of it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's coming like in August.
Uh-oh.
Scary.
Look
Speaking
out.
of like B movie, but this is I think it has like a proper Hollywood budget.
Uh-oh. So
Uh-oh.
is it going to be good? Oh.
Well,
Hopefully
apparently
it'd still be movie.
it's produced by
Yeah.
Trauma, which are like the
Oh, yeah.
but
They're
they have like a
legit.
budget and the guy from Game of Thrones.
I've never really watched that, though.
Well, the
We need to get into it on tour because I've heard really good things.
I guess so.
But neither of us have watched
I
it.
heard that, like, someone fucks their family member in that, and I'm like, oh.
yeah, I think
Cool.
it's weird. I haven't watched it, but I know like the main guy. I want to say this in a polite way, like little person, like the main little person. He plays the new Toxic Avenger,
Oh, shit.
Wow.
so it's gonna be good. I just wanted to throw out there if you like the Toxic. So, anyways, you play tomorrow Mexico City, La Cantina, and then you go to Puebla,
Yes.
and then you come back to Mexico City.
Yep.
And do the I forgot Anti-Club House.
Yep.
Yeah.
Have you
And that one's going to be a birthday party for DB.
It's DB's birthday.
the bass player from Montez. So
Yep.
Oh wow,
that one's going to go hard.
That's
Happy
gonna
birthday,
be
Biatch.
shout out. That's good. Have you been there before? Have you played there before with LA Witch?
I never know where I am or what I'm doing.
She's gone. She's on tour so much. That,
Yeah, I always wait. What's the name of the venue?
Yeah.
Anti-Club House.
I'm like, I can Google it and see if LA
that-
Witches played there.
I think so, or maybe you play. Well, it's a house. It's a house.
It's a house. Okay.
Like really a house, and they converted it into like a venue. They, if I'm not mistaken, they cannot have shows every week because of neighbors.
Is there an OXXO across the street?
No.
Oh, okay, never mind. That was
So
a different house.
probably, I guess you probably play like El Foro Indie Rocks.
Yes, we played there. We played there the last time we were here.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, that's closer to this. No, El Anti-Club House, that's more to the north of Mexico. It's not like probably 40 minutes away from here.
Okay. I'm not sure if I played there or not, but I'm looking forward to it.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
that's a
We're
pretty
excited.
cool place.
And we're playing, I think, with a Lithuanian band, DB's Friends,
Right.
called Shishi.
She?
Yes.
Or she?
I think, I don't know.
Chichi.
At first he was saying it,
Yeah.
and I thought that was just his friend's name.
And we're like, oh, Shishi, she's got a cool name.
Well, Chichi in Mexico means
Chichis.
Yeah, Chichis.
Chichis.
Yeah,
Like one chichi or two chichis.
yeah.
I mean, 2 is better than 1.
Yeah, of course.
3,
Three is great.
3 is great if you want to watch Total Recall.
Yeah.
Which we went to the Total Recall like filming zone
We've been taking the subway.
in the subway.
Oh, but you
Yeah,
should
that
get
was so
this.
cool. It looks
We saw
exactly
the
the same.
station.
We went and watched Total Recall right after. We were like,
Yes,
wow,
yes.
this is
Well, the older version, the newer version is not that. I mean, it's
No.
cool. I like the fact that they respected the 3 chichis
Yeah.
character, and it appears on the new or the newer.
tres leches.
There you go. That's it. That's correct. Tres leches. You get the vanilla, chocolate, or mixed. So it's been a pleasure meeting you.
Our pleasure.
Same to
Thank
you.
so much.
Anything else you would like to add? Any tips? Any life advices?
Oh, shit.
Brush your teeth.
Be fucking nice.
Yes.
Do what you love. Like, yeah.
Be kind to each other, according to Bill and Ted.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right.
What is he? Like, be kind. Like,
Be kind to each other.
Yeah.
I love that.
That's
movie.
what's up.
Yes, yes. And social media. What's your social media?
Pagoto.
Pagoto with
Pagoto.
underscores in between each letter.
And Bandcamp and all that, right?
We we have a Bandcamp. We have an Instagram. We have a email address. It's Pagoto Band.
We don't have a
at
Facebook
Gmail.
yet.
We don't have Facebook.
We're failing.
We have a website. It's pagotopagoto.com.
That's
Yeah.
cute. I didn't know it was called that.
Because I did that shit, girl.
Yeah, you did.
Pagoto,
Thank
pagoto.
you.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's very important to have
Yeah.
a website and all that, right?
And like we have a video on YouTube that our friend Christian did for us last year, which is really cool.
Yeah, he did a great job.
Awesome.
Yeah, Icy Static is on YouTube.
So go watch it and go to the show, support the band so they can come again to Mexico,
We would
buy
love to
the
come.
merch. Also, thank you very much for this.
And it
Oh,
has
we
the
hope
church that
love
you
it.
love.
We hope you like it.
Yay.
Representing.
Uh-oh.
Wait, that's fine. You can go upside down.
Hell yeah.
Yay, cute.
Yep,
Oh
perfect.
shit. Pagoto representing LA, Mexico City.
Thank you, El.
Thank you.
No, my pleasure. Y bueno, amigos, ya se acabó la conversación de altura de hoy. Nos vemos pronto. Estamos en YouTube. Suscríbanse, compartan. Y that's it and that's that.
Muchas gracias.
Bye.
Adiós. Hasta luego.
Hasta luego. Bye.
luego.
Eh,